if you guys could do AI of my character, and I never got to see that shit.
I don't think they did it yet.
He didn't do it yet, so we can actually tag him in the Discord and ask him to do that.
Yeah. Did he do the one for Ezra yet?
For Ezra?
No, for Ezra.
I mean,
I know you said you wanted him to do like the one in the style that he did.
No, but like he's done a bunch of stuff for Ezra before, and it always turns out interesting. I just like how like we're all able to draw our own characters to a certain degree. So running it through a AI thing afterwards is just kind of like, it's nice to see where it takes the inspiration.
Yeah,
it kind of like fleshes out the lines and the design. Brings like the digital art to the.
Yeah, it's like
it's still like freehand drawing.
Yeah, there's no way I'm adding scales because, like, dude, that's a lot to draw. When I first created Ezra, I'm just like, maybe I could just be a Dragonborn that has regular skin. Not scaly.
Yeah, I mean, some of them do. Some of them just have like the scaly patches, and it's more kind of like a reptile skin.
So they got like gator skin elbow.
Yeah, pretty much. They'll have like the patches on their necks and face, kind of like Argonians.
Dude, that's wild.
Yep. And I don't even think most Dragonborn have tails, right?
They're not.
So most of them. Yeah. So I would say probably majority pass for, humanoid at least. I would imagine they probably get confused for Yuan Ti quite often.
Probably not. Like, I was watching the D&D movie, and there was like at least a few Dragonborn in it, and it's just like, they're Dragonborn.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet. It's a pretty good movie. I'm interested to see.
You got to see it. Sure, loser.
Do this yet?
Unless you're already a loser, then watch it anyways.
No, I didn't. Okay. Don't worry about it. All right, so Barada, welcome back. Where's my note page? Scroll.
Don't lose them notes.
Too much. Oh, too far. Okay. All right. So here we go. As the party,
Yeah,
too far back. Here we go. So as you all kind of relax after this combat, and you kind of set in for the late evening night in your, hopefully comfortable rest. Is there anything that you all would like to do as you kind of get prepared?
Are there any bugs?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a nature check.
It's a nat 20.
Nat 20. So say in this area, you're kind of in like a not thick wooded, but there's kind of this ridge of kind of a thick tree line to your right side. And you have this maybe 15-20 foot high rock ridge to your left. Go kind of dig through the bushes, and you do find what looks to be another rather large beehive. You kind of check it out for a bit from a distance, and they look to be these kind of large and chunky, just kind of honeybees.
That'd be kind of terrifying.
Looking through, let's see.
Like giant.
You do find several anthills. Blah blah blah. Let me see what else. Where's my list?
Oh no, I don't have any ants.
I'm just choosing what spells I want prepped for the next day.
I would say you do see several centipedes and maybe a spider or two.
Okay, cool, cool.
Kind of the general array of the insects in this area.
What area?
You see kind of the general insects that you would expect to see in this area.
Oh, okay.
Nothing too crazy, you know.
I'm gonna use my oars and put some of them ants in there. Actually, I'm just gonna scoop the whole ant hill.
Yeah, I would say go ahead and roll a d20, or just go ahead and roll a nature check. Yeah. I'll say
9.
I'll go ahead and roll 9. Alright, cool. I'll say you get.
Get to the money.
You get a jar with about 30 ants or so.
Nice.
You look to be kind of the tiny like red ant variant.
Red ant.
Alright, so as you guys kind of set in to the cavern that was made by Ezra, who will be taking the first watch, or will you be making any more preparations? Are there any conversations you want to have?
Ezra's gonna just kind of close off most of the entrance so that it's just like, there's a little eye hole area to kind of see through, but nothing of a substantial size should be able to get in as everybody kind of like settles down. And then she'll sit next to Nefret and ask about the bugs.
Okay.
I'll take first watch.
All right.
What do you ask?
Take second.
Yeah. What do you what do you say?
So what'd you catch this time? I've noticed that you've been taking a particular interest in insects.
Do you not remember when I blew up that giant spider?
I remember that, but how good are ants gonna be?
Think about it. You see a giant ant. What's an ant look like? They got little pincer things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They could chomp your ass.
Ezra
Or they
carefully looks at one of the ants that you got into the jar. It's just like,
Do you want to inspect one of the ants?
yeah, I'll just like just kind of look at it, just kind of squint, like.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I mean, I got the passive perception of 19. I'm just looking
That's
at
true.
ants.
Yeah, I'll say you kind of look really close. They are rather tiny, and they do kind of have the faint red color. You look at them; they do seem to have the what are they called? Kind of the forward pincers, as well as a stinger-like tail.
Say mandibles or something.
Yeah,
Are these-
mandibles. There you go. Thank you.
Nefret, are these fire ants?
Could be.
I
Fire
heard
Fire ants sting.
They
I
do look
heard
to be
that-
fire
yeah.
ants. Yes.
that's
So you get
terrifying.
bit. Everybody knows you get bit by a fire ant. That shit hurt. Imagine if that bitch was 10 feet tall.
If you get bit by an ant that big, you're losing a leg. It's brilliant.
Yeah. But I can only use this spell once per long rest.
Takes a lot out of you then.
Yeah. It's a pretty strong spell, as you can see.
There's no disputing that.
I like to imagine my backpack as just a continuous buzzing sound because of the wash.
Yeah. I did roll for how long that hive will survive.
Oh, God.
It's really
God.
funny.
Before we settle down completely, I want to telepathically check in on our little captive.
Oh yeah, the knoll.
Yes.
A null in a box.
All right. What are you trying to do?
I'm just reaching out with my mind, trying to see if he's any more sentient than before, like what the condition is.
All right. So go ahead and give me a insight check.
All right. Oh, that's a 16.
16. Oh, I'm sorry, one moment. All right, that is a 5. So you kind of take a seat in front of the box and kind of take a second to focus your mind. Kind of push through the wood and the chains. And you locate the still alive body of the trapped knoll. You sense its kind of stewing anger and rage, though it is in kind of a somewhat docile state as it has to accepted its fate for now. You kind of poke in a little bit. Are you doing like a detect thoughts?
I don't have that spell, so.
Oh, you
can't
don't? I
really-
thought you did.
I do not.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll say that's what you get from it then.
Hmm.
You can still kind of feel the stewing anger, though it seems to have stopped thrashing you around.
I ask it if well, actually, I'm not sure what to ask it, but I want to ask it something. Hmm.
Do you speak Noel?
No, but with telepathy,
Oh,
I don't.
oh,
like-
right.
Yeah, it crosses language barriers.
Right. It's like as long as it can speak or something,
Yeah.
or as long as it can understand any language.
I've noticed that you've calmed down a bit. Are you willing to let us help you?
Don't seem to have much of a choice, as I can't move. Sure, you can let me out. Why not?
Not yet, but in time. Just know that
You
we're not going
feel
to let you
kind
die
of-
in there.
It kind of chuckles. You feel it kind of a mental eye roll. And just kind of leaves you with that.
Well, not much we can really do about him. He seems intent on getting out at some point, but he's cooperative for now. Anything else that anybody needs to do?
Yeah.
Or...
Before we start the rolls for watch, anything anyone want to do? So they sit down for bed.
I'm laying down.
All right. So Ezrat, as you kind of take your position, you see that Ezra closes kind of the opening to the cavern that she created. How big of a gap do you leave?
About 6-inch wide. Well, it's like a 6-inch by 2 feet. You know, like a
Okay.
2 feet wide, 6 inches tall.
All right. All right. A little gap to kind of like a peephole to see through. Kind of like
Yeah.
a mail like a letter slot.
Yeah,
Like
just
one of those
you
little
know,
things.
a little better scaled.
Yeah, like a mail slot. All right. Cool. So as you watch Ezra close up the opening, What position do you take as you prepare your watch? You just kind of put your face to it. Do you?
Now I'm gonna physically go outside and like sit by it.
Mhm. Okay. Just gonna sit outside.
Yeah, with Haku.
So go ahead and move to the side for a second. Damn it. For the most part, I'll put you guys here. Where are you leaving Fox, by the way? You just kind of letting him roam around outside?
No, he needs to like rest.
All right. I say so. He'll probably take a position like somewhere over here or something. He'll kind of probably go hunting and stuff around the night, keeping watch, as he does. So, as you two kind of step outside, where do you guys go? Do you stay right outside the entrance, or?
Yeah, I just like sit next to the entrance.
Okay. So you can go ahead and make a perception check or a stealth check if you are being stealthy. And a stealth check if you're being stealthy.
15?
15 for perception?
Yeah, perception.
Okay. So, Ezra kind of closes the wall behind you as you step out. Kind of get a comfy position. Haku kind of lays around your shoulders. For the 15, the kind of dark night kind of settles in, and it does seem relatively clear and quiet. You can hear the wildlife begin their rounds of hunting, the surviving among the surrounding landscape. You hear the various calls and screeches, the hoots and howls. The night is quiet and almost comforting in the light humidity in the air. But yeah, it seems to be fairly quiet. You don't kind of see anything kind of pops out to you. If there's anything you want to do?
Are we on like a traveled path?
Yeah, it looks to be. It looks to be kind of like a travel path, though there is the well-defined border of the trees. I don't have. So the 15. Hold on one second. You say you see something a little interesting. You notice Haku kind of bristles on your shoulder. You notice he kind of looks off in the far direction. Kind of, I'll point in a second. Like over here-ish. He just kind of growls very faintly. And you watch as a rather small and cute figure steps out of the brush and crosses the road. If I can find the thing that I have for it.
The thing that bumps in the night.
I could have swore I had. Wow, my bad, DM. Let me take a screenshot real quick.
You're bad DM. You know.
Yeah. I'm slacking, man. I'm sorry.
Unacceptable.
You're fired.
I gotta do some quick image editing.
You're gonna have to fight a Celeste Knight by yourself.
Yeah, 1v1 them. It's fine.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that.
Alright. This thing is so cute. Haku doesn't like it though.
Oh,
Who fucking hates it?
so you're saying he hates cute
You know, I
animals?
can't hear it. Why did you
Hates
put
cute
it on
animals.
sound?
Is that
Okay.
cursing?
I wanna put this at my
Okay, so it looking like this.
He be looking like
You as it can and begins to kind of growl ever so faintly. You can just kind of barely hear it. Kind of sounds like tumbling rocks, like a landslide, you know. And Haku is kind of bristling on your shoulders. You watch as the water spheres begin to kind of like encircle your head. Then it immediately darts off.
seems like he just wanted a friend.
I don't know. Haku bitched it out. It rolled bad.
I trust my noodle.
Yeah. And it just kind of he kind of nuzzles into you as you watch it run away. But this section of the watch seems to go by without issue. Do you intend to go through the entire night by yourself?
Nah, I'm gonna wake whoever wants to go next up.
All right. Yeah. So the first, say about 2 or 3 hours go by without issue, except for that one little sighting.
Yeah. I'll take second.
All right. How do you hold on? How do you
Hold
get
on.
in and out?
I'm gonna be like freaking Kool-Aid man.
Yeah. How you getting out of there? Or how you getting in?
I'm a Kool-Aid man. My way
You
in
probably
and out.
could, Ezra. I don't know how the fuck Shadow would get out.
I could dig a hole. Kool-Aid my way out.
dig a hole.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna Kool-Aid man it.
Yeah, right.
After these,
Jesus
then I
Christ.
could lift the rocks and put it back.
And then he wakes everybody up.
Ezra, did you put a way in and out into this or no?
I don't think.
You say me?
Ezra. Ezra built the wall, so
Ryan,
just wake her up. Like, hey,
6 inches is like
Ezra.
nothing to get through.
shake Ezra up. Wake up!
How do I get in? How do I get out?
Maybe we need like the conch shell.
Like Ezra could probably
Hold on.
teleport in, but I don't think you could.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. That's pretty
my-
funny.
We got a
My
little
audio
dilemma.
stuff got. Shadow, what is it? Are we under attack? Can you just kill them
I
and
need
just
to
let
take
me
walk,
sleep
and
longer?
I can't get out. No. I need to get out. Open the way out.
Fine, I gotta take a piss anyways. And she kind of like gets up, cracks her back, and you hear like 3 distinct cracks. They're like, okay, just a little bit. Ugh.
You might need a chiropractor at this point.
Do you know one?
No.
Honestly, you might be right. I've suspected that maybe it's like a dragonborn thing, but I haven't known that many other dragonborn, so it might just be, like I have bad joints. But let's get to work on opening up that front of the cave for you. And she just uses mold earth to just create little 5-foot gap to step through.
All right.
I'm out. We gotta make a better way
those
of getting
bushes
in and
over
out.
there. So if you hear any rustling, that's me. If you hear any screaming, that's probably me. So
Wait, what if I hear louder rustling?
You know what? If you hear louder rustling and Chewie harasses you, then that's time to worry.
Oh, so you're saying if I get harassed?
Yes.
Well, makes sense.
And she just kind of like goes off to the side into the bushes.
All right.
Ryan, where's my clothes? I had them in the chair. Thank you.
Anyway.
Ezra, I would like you to make a perception check while you were stepping out, as well as you, Shadow, as you begin to start your watch.
Fuck yeah, 25.
5.
4.
4.
24.
24.
You trying to cheat here, Ryan?
Oh, he cheating.
If I stand really still, I can blend in with the darkness. I'm wearing black.
He's the real Ranger's apprentice.
I can't blend in with grass, though.
Well, what's the word, Sam? Do I take a peaceful shit?
You gotta take a shit, too? I think I had to take a piss.
Well, it's a Ryan.
As you kind of step out
With
into
Dragonborn,
the...
it comes out the same hole.
As you kind of step out into the nearby, bushes and thickets, you do find a suitable area to take your business. Nothing kind of, shoots out to you as odd. You do hear a few rustles in the nearby bushes, but nothing crazy.
All right.
I will say there is a moment as you kind of get comfortable and you take your positions, do your business, and the woods kind of fall silent around you. You do feel like there's eyes on you for a minute. Yeah, you do feel eyes on you. Very, very distinct feeling. You felt so many times by that. Before you know it, it's almost like the faintest tap on your body. And then rustles and silence.
They want your cheek.
A girl can't get no privacy at this time of night. And she just kind of like gets up, prestidigitation for that cleanliness, and steps back out. I am so glad my master taught me that spell. Like, saves a ton of money on toilet paper.
Oh yeah, it's a one trick all.
Yeah, you need a quick shave, prestidigitation. You need to wipe your ass, prestidigitation.
as you perform your, swap, you all kind of, resume your comfortable positions. Ezrod and Haku heading in, getting comfortable in their bedrolls or, cots. Shadow, where do you go?
Do I go?
Yeah, what do you do? Do you head like right outside, like Ezrod did? Do you go a little bit further away?
Probably, I guess a little bit further away. Just to
Alright.
make sure.
As I'm passing Shadow to head inside, I go up to him and tell him something's out there watching. I'm thinking it's whatever was watching us previously. Stay alert.
We do need to make a better way of getting in and out.
Well, should I make it taller?
Sure.
Okay. She adds enough headspace for him to be able to rush in if need be without having to bump his head.
Mm. Are you leaving like a door hole this time?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because if I don't, then he's gonna be banging to come back in,
right.
I probably just kick in. Like,
which would wake everybody up.
Yeah. Probably could for sure. Alright. Shadow, go ahead and give me your perception check, and you can go ahead and move yourself to where you would like to go.
like right there.
Just across the road.
Yeah.
You went 10 feet.
Alright, I change my mind. I go there. Or I just
Yeah, you can
stand
kind
on
of
top
like
the
sit
rock.
up on these rocks. Yeah. You kind of walk over to these rocks, and these are kind of rather large. They're about, let's say, about 8 feet. You can kind of climb on top of them. Give me an acrobatics check
So I got a 15 for the thing.
for your perception.
For the perception, yeah.
Okay.
Not for acrobatics.
Give me an
Yeah.
acrobatics to climb these rocks.
Give me a
Should be rather
second.
easy. Where your ass up?
I gotta look at things. Okay, so that will be a
Earbud. I like headphones better.
I'll keep that in mind when your birthday.
22.
22.
22.
Yep, you're able to climb these rocks rather easy. There is a kind of say maybe about a 3 foot by 3 foot, square that you could sit on top of up on top.
Yeah.
Kind of perch up there. With your 15, you kind of look out, you hear the forest at your back. Kind of you keep your eyes on the opening to the cavern. All seems clear. You hear a few rustles around you.
Yeah.
For a second, see the faintest flash nearby, right about over here. Just kind of like a firefly, like a faint flash, and then it's gone. But that's it.
Okay.
I will say, oh no, never mind. That's
What?
way too high. Nothing.
I will say that was something.
Okay. All right. So your few hours of your watch go by, quiet and peaceful. Oh, also, I imagine you would have had your boy with you.
My boy.
Yeah, he would have been.
Armadillo.
Yeah, your armadillo.
He just sleeps
But
with
you
a
all
little bundle
can-
in his arms.
Exactly. You all can go ahead and mark yourselves for a long rest. Get healed up. You know, get your spells back. Blah blah blah.
Boom.
All right. I need to make a roll for Stonk.
Yes.
It's just a d20.
You know, overall,
All right.
as far as rations go, we're doing pretty decent on those.
Yeah. I've been like Stonk kind of hunts whenever you guys get low. Oh wait, actually, I think it goes up by 2. Oh. Yeah. Um.
What is it, child?
Where's the escalation? Oh, there we go. Right. Okay. All right. So Stonk is fine for another day. As he continues in stage 2 of his curse. I would like Shadow to give me a animal handling check, please.
I heal Fox.
Yeah, and I want you, as you go to heal him, make an animal handling check for him too. I guess it would be animal handling or arcana check, and tell me what you do to heal him. He's kind of healed a little bit on his own, but you can kind of do a little bit extra. Go ahead and roll some hit die for him.
11 in Arcana.
11. All right. Your bond progresses. And he gets another ability.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Oh
what
shit!
is?
Level up.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. So he went from 12.
Mm.
13. And he gets an ability called Helping Hand.
The worst Pokemon move.
Agreed. So what this does is once per short or long rest, they can use a bonus action to grant you an additional 1d6 on attack roll or ability check.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's actually a helping
Yeah, it's
hand.
actually not bad. You know?
Damn. I actually use Helping Hand when I play Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
It works good in double battles where like you have a slower Pokemon that can't possibly keep up with a higher level Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true.
So use Helping Hand
you-
and it boosts their attack so they can just one-shot everything.
Yeah, it's pretty good in competitive.
Really?
Yeah, I was a competitive player for a while.
I know a guy that walks into competitive matches with a fucking golem.
I love Golem.
And like he just manages to beat the shit out of people with a strategy that's just like, oh yeah, sure. They might get a good hit on the first try, but after that, he'll just one-shot them. Because it's got that double type
sunset right
disadvantage.
now.
Anyway,
But yeah, so what do you do for Fox this morning to kind of increase this bond with him?
I don't know why my first instinct was to slap his butt cheek.
Why did people
I mean, dogs love
You
that
got
shit.
they'll be like, Mercy did?
You know
It's like a
what?
good
I'm
luck
sticking with
thing.
it. That's our love.
Yep, you got a magical firebird.
No, you know what? I'm gonna give it charcoal.
You need a
It
charcoal.
seems like they do that when they feel like they were wrong.
I think his health also goes up. Yeah, charcoal is a good thing to do. That would be like a treat to him.
Yeah.
She's trying to dress herself.
All right, cool.
Little tweet.
Little tweet. Little tweet for a good boy. All right, Shadow, did you give me a roll?
19.
19 for your animal handling?
Yes, 15
Damn.
plus 4 for 19.
Okay. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
find. This is the first roll, so this marks your base bond. This is really good.
Ooh.
So I go ahead and roll.
Real high rollers now.
It's
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
Gosh.
I forgot
All
I
right,
had
so your
proficiency in
bond-
land vehicles.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like it doesn't
Say
come up
your
often.
bond.
no.
Your bond will start at 12 too.
Mm.
It gives him a bunch of stuff. All right, so as you all kind of step out for this new morning, refreshed and fully healed, the day is yours. What do you do?
Health does Fox have? Is it?
Hold on
Full?
1 second. Yeah, it should be full.
I don't know how to change it.
Uh,
Because it still says
you
he
can
has
go
three.
to the token.
Okay, cool.
No, I need to do this one too. This is wrong. I'll have to
You know
fix
what?
it.
This is a very odd pairing, me and him.
Oh yeah.
Because he's like fire, destructive, and I'm all about nature.
Oh yeah. I mean, fire is part of nature.
You're
It's natural.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
even
literally a cat and a bird.
Wildfires is a very natural,
There's a circle of wildfire druid subclass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, that's not the kind of druid I am.
True.
Only druids can start forest fires.
I was just watching Adult Swim about Smokey the Bear.
Oh man.
That's what I did today. Just watched Adult Swim until I was ready to leave.
That's his pastime. He just watches Adult Swim.
It's pretty much. I got up.
13. What's really funny is like Sienna's jumped up really fast and maxed out like in the first few days.
For my
Oh.
animal?
Yeah, for like you and Haku, your bond went really good. Also, since because like he hadn't taken damage for a long time. Yeah, so it all depends on like how you treat them, how they do in combat with you, what your roles are. Stuff like that.
What are you trying to say?
You and Fox are fine, but he do be getting his ass beat a little bit. But he is a combat pet, so it's a little different. And also like he doesn't really die. Like you know what I mean? Like It's kind of like
I'm
their
not saying
thing.
you're not doing a bad job, but he's getting beat up quite a bit.
No.
Throwing that out there.
Think about like what he is, right? His dying is like their nature. Like,
Exactly. So he's like, "Thank you, mother."
yeah, he's like, this is fine.
I was being wasted.
It would actually be like, yeah, this bitch is giving me on like adventures. I'm seeing all this crazy shit.
She gives me charcoal.
Yeah,
What?
giving me treats. She's cool with me. Yeah, Haku is like, this is my mom. Like, a little spooky, but I love her.
Like the thing with like cats and dogs. I was like, this person feeds me.
Yeah,
I
basically.
mean, they must be a god. Freaking cats.
Armadillo is basically like big, strong men protect me. All right, I'm cool with this.
And then cats like, this person feeds me.
Also,
Robert
I
feeds me.
need you
Dog.
all to
No,
need you all to make
Absolutely
perception
not.
checks for me, please.
my god.
15.
15.
9.
Oh, sorry, not a D20. I need you to roll a D10 for me.
Why? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I need you to roll a D10.
Do you still add the perception one?
Nope, just a flat D10, please.
9.
1.
1. All right.
Is
Why?
that the fucking one that
It's,
looks like a top, but it's only got like single
Yeah.
numbers
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the 0 on it.
with the 0
Yeah.
or without? Because those two confuse the fuck out of me.
The one
Well-
without is an 8. The one with it is 10. The 0 is 10.
What's the 0 on the D8?
There's no 0 on a D8.
Yeah, there is.
You should have a percentile dot and a regular D10, maybe.
Maybe you're looking at the
The percentile die has the double numbers on it, right?
Yeah,
right.
but it looks
Okay.
just like a D10 because
Okay,
technically
that's
it's
where I was confused because when you said
Yeah.
with the 0, I was like the ones with all the zeros on it.
yeah, you're right.
I got 5.
5. All right. So hold on. So shadow. What did you get? Ezra and Ezrod.
9.
You got a 9. Ezra. Orion's dead. All right.
Okay,
8.
move on.
My mic was
8.
muted.
Oh,
Okay.
I said 8 like
8.
7 times.
All right. So
I think you're a liar.
as you all awake and you gather your things to, get ready for the new morning, you begin to notice a few of your items are missing.
Son of a bitch.
It's the bag man.
So,
I feel like
Shadow.
I've dealt with this before.
They better not steal my bugs.
Shadow,
What I
you
was
notice. Hold on, I need to look at your list. You notice that your belt is missing.
I
Oh no!
Oh
One
fuck!
of my
can't
most
keep the pants up
important
now.
things.
His pants. Oh no!
You can't run now.
I can run. They'll be in fear because I have no pants.
Neferet,
With your dick
you
out.
notice. Let me see.
Exactly. Be a swinging.
Or my deer head. Swear.
Not my dismembered animal parts.
It's really good that you have so many things. Like,
I collected. I'm a collector.
yeah, you're a real collector.
Fuck! I have a shit ton of stuff.
So I'll
too.
say you notice that the quarterstaff is now missing.
Cast my spells.
I don't have my strength. Besides, it is.
You notice your quarterstaff.
Wait.
He's
I have
immortal
2
now.
quarterstaffs.
Do you really?
I have 2. So is there just one missing?
Yeah, I guess if you have to for some reason.
Yeah,
Because
occasion.
I
Yeah.
picked it up from like a dead
Just
body.
in case.
and I
Oh right,
tested
you
it.
did. That's really funny. All right, yeah.
Cool.
Let's see. Pretty
Don't
good.
like
That
it.
classifies. Um,
I edited my
Ezrod and
inventory.
Ezra, you both notice. Let's see. To look at you guys' sheets. Blah blah blah. Dang, you have a lot of shit as well. You notice, Ezra, that your music box is missing.
No.
Not lullaby box.
Ezra, you notice that you also have a music box.
Don't take it.
That's really funny. You notice that one of your good gastra eggs are missing.
Not my egg.
Yep.
Did somebody
Wait.
borrow my music box last night while I was sleeping? Like, it's a fine. I just I can't find it.
They took my belt. Did I
Shadow,
borrow the belt?
pull up your fucking pants.
I can't. I don't have a belt.
That's
I got
that's a roll,
rope, hang on.
man.
I got rope.
Oof.
I got rope.
Yeah.
Rope.
Do you know how to tie a knot?
I'll figure it out.
What an
Here, let me handle that.
unfortunate
She
roll.
she takes the rope and just like starts tying. Fuck. The only, and then she just kind of hands it back to him, and like you just see it like a perfect noose. It's the only
I'm
knot
going
I know.
outside.
Unfortunately, your strength will revert back to
I
what it
know.
once was. Do you remember what it was before? I don't remember.
No.
You can probably figure it out.
Well,
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to figure
it'll
it
be
out.
on
I think
his
it's 18,
stats.
actually.
Yeah, it'll
He
be
was
his
18.
stats because like the belt just gave him 27.
Yeah, it just popped it to a 27.
Which made me insanely strong.
Mm-hmm.
Pressing.
Rest in peace.
Rip.
That you rolled a 1, dog. That was like... Oof. Unfortunate.
Well, I'll get back. I'll try to get back.
Trying to remember. I think it was probably. Yeah, that seems about right.
But so instead of a plus 10, I now have a plus 7,
Yeah.
which is still.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, but it's just not 10.
It's not 10. Yeah. So you all notice various items seem to be missing as you awake and gather your things.
How? Shadow, how do you lose your belt?
I don't know.
When was
So
the last time you had it?
When I stood watch and when I went to bed.
Okay, who had watch after you?
I
Nobody.
don't know. Nobody.
Yeah, this would have been long enough.
So if obviously someone took it, it has to be very quiet to get it off.
Mm.
Well, I would say so. I would imagine you'd notice someone slipping a belt off your pants.
It must be really good. Imagine we're all looking for our missing stuff, and it's just in a bush, like behind where we are.
Do you go looking for yourself?
I want to go. Yes,
All right.
I need that belt.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me investigation checks as you search the area. Whoever would like to, go looking.
Investigation time.
Scooby
That
do
one.
this shit. That one. You stare at a rock. I believe this rock is suspicious. Maybe this rock had something to do with this. Maybe this rock knows who stole their stuff.
It's
got
like that
11.
scene in Up. I found sand.
I got 11.
11.
I got 22.
22, nice.
Yeah. 18 plus 4.
What about you, Ezra?
I got a 16.
16? Okay.
It was a real low roll.
Me and Song be the only like males, I think. Well, unless you,
Yeah, you and Stonk.
and of course my bell gets stolen. The drawers drop. Oh God!
Alright, so as you, Ezra, you go, back to where Shadow kind of took his spot. You inspect the area, and it seems to be kind of just like a 8-foot tall, rock pillar. Nothing odd about. Kind of search around. Doesn't be any, footprints or disturbances or any shadow. You go to the area where you saw, very, very faint flash of light. As you go over there and you kind of scout the area, you look under the underbrush. You do see what look to be very, very small humanoid footprints. See about maybe 3 or 4 sets of them.
You bastard. Guess I'm gonna relay that to the group. Comrades! Comrades!
Not for it.
What?
Maybe it was your ants
Comrade.
because they're so strong.
What is it, comrade?
They're listed here.
Don't you be
I have
dissing my
found a
ants like that?
footprint.
They would never do something like this.
They were always just such nice ants.
A footprint.
The answer innocent.
This is ant profiling.
Well, if it was the ants. So
It's not the ants. Oh, Shadow, I will say also, as you kind of search that area over there, you do find what look to be 5 silver and 1 coin that you haven't seen before. It looks to be
Oh?
kind of like a faint blue metallic coin.
Ooh.
You find something, Shadow?
I found some silver, and I found this weird bluish coin.
Esra takes a look at it.
All right, go ahead and make a. I would say for this, you mean intelligence or history check?
Yeah, I'll try that. That's a 12.
12.
Uh,
Kind of
Yeah,
hold this coin in your hand, and it's about the size of a copper, though the blue color is kind of odd to you.
I got 24.
You're not quite sure where this is from. It looks to have a symbol on it, though, but it's an image you don't recognize. You're not quite sure what you're looking at.
Shadow, I've never seen anything like this. The blue color, it looks kind of like some kind of I can't tell if cobalt or maybe it's some kind of metallic mixture with lapis lazuli. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it would kind of look like a cobalt or like that to you. Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. I got 24 when I rolled.
24.
Was that too for me?
Aloy needs to be host off.
I would say it does seem to be metallic in nature. Though you're not
Would be
sure
established.
where this is from or what the value could be.
Why is she shitting?
But you do notice
Oh,
it seems to have a very, very faint kind of static charge as you hold it in your finger.
haven't seen it.
Oh, seems like it's
Keep-
kind of
keep
staticky,
falling out of my
electrified.
Would you like me to see if there's any magic in it?
If you don't mind.
I just woke up and I really don't want to like waste any of my
Where'd you put the
energy,
light?
so I'll just
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a bit of a ritual. I'll get back to you in about 10 minutes. I'll be by the
Okay.
our campsite. Let me know if you find anything else.
Will do.
And Esther just goes back and ritual casts detect magic.
All right. Yeah. You all watch as Ezra, begins to perform this ritual with this coin centered on it. And as you kind of focus on it, it does kind of have, a faint trace of magic. Though, especially to your senses, it seems natural. You of the minerals and stuff like that. There are substances into prop.
You were kind of cutting in and out for a moment there.
In your study, in your nature, you know that there are minerals and metals that can hold elemental properties naturally. And you do notice that this one seems to be kind of naturally charged in a way.
Do I sense anything else in the area? Because detect magic is like 30 feet.
That's true. Let me see. I think you would actually hit that spot from there. Yeah.
And
I would say
walk back around to them, and
Oh,
it'll
yeah,
last
yeah.
for up to 10 minutes. So like anything that might ping in the area for me.
Give me an Arcana check.
Woohoo! Let's go, Arcana.
Yeah.
That's a 22.
Me too. So as you step back over to, the area the shadow is checking out, you kind of inspect the footprints again. There is kind of a magical haze in the area. You do recognize it almost immediately as illusionary in nature. You kind of pick it up as a concealment type spell.
Shadow,
you-
move aside.
Yes.
You do also pick up. You do notice that it is kind of like a lingering, traces. You do also pick up what looks to be it's called teleportation magic, but faint, like almost you barely pick up on it.
Shadow. Right
Yes.
here. There's traces
Ah.
of illusion magic and some kind of conjuration magic over here. It's faint. And then she kind of like gets up and wait a minute, I wonder, and rushes back to the bushes where she did her business last night.
Right.
Okay.
All right. As you check out this area as well, there's kind of the natural magic of the area as well, but you do see the same energy that was in the other area, though you don't see the traces of the teleportation magic over here. I would
You
say
noticed something.
through your checking, you get the sense that there may have been cloaked figures.
Interesting. So, armed with this knowledge, I'm gonna get back with everybody else and kind of like call everyone together.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow, come back! Everybody, gather up.
All right.
Huddle up.
So, I searched the area after trying to search for any traces of magic. someone was here last night and they were using illusionary magic to cover their tracks.
Ah,
I did see a little guy last night,
A
but he ran
guy.
away. Yeah,
You did
like a
see a
little,
little
like a little dinosaur dog looking
yeah,
thing.
yeah, it kind of looked like that too. Yeah, it was like
Oh.
rocky. You know, it was brown, small, kind of chunky.
Didn't seem like a threat, but Haku didn't like it.
Hmm. That's
Oh, by the
strange.
way,
No.
go ahead and heal Huck.
I mean, when I
come
went
to think about it,
when I went to relieve myself last night, I felt something kind of like brush against me, and then I just checked over there where I did my business, and there was traces of illusion magic. I think
Hmm.
whoever's been chasing us or tailing us stole some of our stuff last night, including your belt.
well, it's funny you should say. When I was taking a look, I saw a flash real quick, then it disappeared.
Why would they take my spoiled egg?
Because it's probably spoiled.
Yeah, I bet they would have been spoiled by now too. It's pretty funny.
Well, it's dark. Maybe they didn't see what they were taking.
So you're saying they didn't know it was a belt?
I mean, maybe they were looking for traces of magic. It's hard to tell. I mean, with you, Shadow, like that's the most magical thing on you. With her, like she's got magic flowing all up through her. So who knows?
And why they just take her?
Wow.
Jeez.
I mean,
Why did it have to be the belt, man? Take her instead.
I mean, come on. Do you think she'd go quietly?
I don't know. They're very quiet about when they took our stuff. Clearly,
Any-
not one of us heard.
At any rate, I detected slight traces of some kind of transportation, conjuration kind of magic. So
Hmm.
as it stands, it's whatever was here came in stealthily and teleported away. From my best guess, I could be wrong.
It's interesting considering there's not many mages in this world.
Exactly. That's what I find puzzling.
I will say, as you kind of the few footprints you were able to see, while they were humanoid, they were a little more similar to goblin-like.
Well, didn't
I'd
they
say
say
definitely
in the
like
village-
from what you two have seen, you would have recognized the similar goblin traits.
They said they didn't like mages in the town.
Yeah,
One
I'd
time.
say like they definitely had like the humanoid feet, but you can see like the long toes. You can see kind of the impressions of like knuckles on the ground.
Or maybe it was nose.
Can we ask Stomp to inspect them?
You want to inspect the area?
Like the footprints specifically.
Yeah. Let's see. Good point. Go ahead and roll for him. You would have advantage on this.
What if it was the nose? I really wanted to know in the box. They
I
took
feel like they were.
our stuff.
Okay.
I don't feel
So
like
let's say
it's
with
that.
you got a 17. So I'll say as Stonk kind of walks over, he kind of gets down and inspects the feet. He kind of think for a minute. Kind of looks over to you guys, thinks about you guys losing things. Shadow, you found a few coins, yes?
I did. I found 3 coins.
He kind of thinks for a minute. I think I know what happened.
Do you?
Yes, I could be wrong, but there are goblin-like creatures that live around the area that are known to steal pretty things.
That must be why they wanted the
You
egg.
telling me my quarterstaff was the prettiest thing I owned?
They
having
are
ravens on it. Or just
they're
an
rather
ordinary-
flighty. You know, they may have gotten spooked and ran, or didn't want to get too close.
Ah, yes. The armadillo scared them.
Well, the armadillo's gone too.
I'm sorry, I'm not too terribly sure, as I haven't seen them before myself.
Hmm.
I think Stonk would have seen what that coin or seen one before.
I mean, you can check it out.
Yeah,
I would say
where's that
probably
coin?
not.
That
Oh,
shiny one.
Yeah, it has some faint traces of some elemental magic, but it seems
You
to
got
be
14.
naturally occurring at best.
He kind of takes it in his small feline hands, paws, kind of checks it over, turns it over, bites it for a second, kind of sees fur stand up a little bit, kind of shakes it off,
Bite it.
kind of shakes it off a little bit. Huh. Not sure what this is, but if it is the Tina Loth that had one of these on them, fortunate that they dropped it.
Hmm.
I wonder
But if
I
you
could-
want to find them, I'm sorry, but good luck.
Yeah. It seems like they all kind of portaled out.
Yes, I believe they do have some sort of teleportation ability.
Then we don't have much hope of tracking them. Sorry, Shadow.
Hmm. Oh well.
I could resummon Chewie as a falcon or something and have him kind of like circle around the area as we set up to head out.
That might work.
All right, yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, so I'll just turn Chewie into a falcon, just like set him loose on the area, just searching and surveying and trying to see if we find anything,
Mhm.
possible traces.
All right.
Maybe you could use Haku as a boat.
It doesn't give me a +10.
Haku kind of looks at you, kind of looks at
She's
Shadow.
offended.
He's like, you see the scowl on his face. He likes his place on your shoulders.
He'd rather be a scarf.
He'd rather be a scarf.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say, as you all begin to head out for this bright and normal morning, you can just barely see, the distance of the nearby village of what you assume to be Benian. You can see kind of not the high walls, but they seem to be kind of well protected, well defended. There seemed to be a guard post in the front that you could just kind of see coming up.
Okay.
So I need you two or someone to roll a d20 for me, please. From this distance, you do estimate that it is roughly about 3 hours until you reach.
That's a 2.
A 2? Alright. So, for the 2, you all begin your walk, and you do begin to see the familiar apparition of Cosmo begin to appear in the space near.
Oh,
Maybe
shit!
Cosmo would know.
You see
Cosmo could
the
know.
large eye first, and then it forms into the humanoid silhouette shape. As he begins to kind of walk alongside you. You see the eye kind of looks over and focuses on you all. Kind of looks over, sees the armadillo on Shadow's shoulder. How
That's
have
not
you
a
all
vulture.
been?
It's an armadillo. In case you were wondering.
I am always happy to see the new friends. Your group grows ever larger every time. It's quite pleasant.
Thank you, Cosmo. Say, you
Are
want
you all
to?
prepared? Oh, sorry. Go
I was
ahead.
going to ask him about the whatever the term is Stonk used.
Term that Stonk used?
The creatures that robbed us.
Ah, the Tenoloth. Yes. Yes.
Cosmo, do you
yeah.
know anything about the Tenoloth?
You see the you don't see many expressions on his face, but you get the sense of a very like distaste. Um, he kind of pauses for a second. Actually, let me go ahead and roll for him because he knows a lot.
We do be knowing.
He's very smart.
He's very smart. Oh,
An
whoa.
old boy. All right, so he kind of pauses for a second. Seems to be thinking. Yes, the Tenoloth are goblin-like in nature, I believe, and they are rather thieverous. They take whatever looks as of value.
We noticed. Had a couple run through our camp last night.
Ah, did you lose anything of significance?
The most significant thing would be Shadow's belt.
Ah, the cloud giant belt. That
Yes.
is most unfortunate. But I'm sure you will find something rather useful soon. You have the nearby village coming up. Their market is quite impressive.
Fair enough. Any word from the king?
Yes, the king has been quite pleased with their progress. Let me see here. And your arrival is long awaited. There's much to discuss, as I'm sure you are aware of the concerns with the area.
Right.
The Blood Witch has been sighted nearby again. We fear that she is seeking another one of the eyes.
The Blood Witch.
Ah, yes. I believe we talked of her briefly at the college. We believe that she is the one that caused that magical wave to spill across the land as she unearthed one of the eyes. He kind of pauses. And as he kind of mentions this, you feel kind of a heavy atmosphere. We do suspect that she is still within this area, though we're not too sure on the specifics, but we do believe somewhere along the coast, relative to where the magical eruption was days prior. We were we were also able to uncover more information on what these eyes are, what they are for. We would rather speak about these within the chambers.
Very well.
Hmm.
Although that I am getting an idea. You said they have impressive markets up ahead.
Ah, yes. The village of Benyon is a well-known trade village. It works very closely with the castle and the surrounding, villages.
Anything with do you think they have any magical wares?
So he kind of thinks for a minute. This is probably one of the most openly magical villages in the area. So, most likely. Though, make sure that the guards are aware of your status as mages. Though I am sure mentioning the allegiance to the king should be no issue.
I'm sure just one look at us, they'll
Come here.
they'll know we're magical.
Quit playing that.
He kind of chuckles a little bit. Yes, you are getting harder and harder to disguise yourselves these days. Shadow remains the most human of you all.
Yep.
I enjoy the diversity. Creature of myself, boars of humans.
Understandable.
So, in the meantime of your travel, do you have any questions for me? I understand things are quite confusing and a lot for you.
Ezrod, Neferet, do you have any questions?
Not really.
Yeah, not really.
All
Nope.
right.
Eats everyone. The end.
He kind of nods, kind of looks to you. All
I
right.
suppose we'll see you there.
You shall, if you continue on this at this speed, you should reach the castle within the late evening of today. Assuming you don't spend the night in Benian. But good luck on your shopping, and see you soon. Be safe.
Got to go naked.
His form begins to kind of
You have plenty of
condense and dissipate.
Hmm. So I had an idea. What if we find something at the market, right? Like a magical
Go
thing
on.
to teleport. So what if we put it in the hands of those creatures we just encountered last night that were stealing stuff, and then like if it was like a 2-part thing, and then we put the other part with this blood witch that activated the eye that's looking for all these eye things. Boom! Direct passage from them to her, and they rob her. Problem solved. World saved.
In the door. It's time for bed.
Wait, how are we gonna
Like a
find
trap?
the
Right,
goblins
yeah,
or whatever
right
the fuck
there.
they are?
Well, it's a long shot. We'd have to find something that could teleport like that.
Move. Hey. Move. Move. My bed.
It's just a
Not
thought.
yours.
As you all begin your walk, the morning is quite clear. As you look above you, you do see the sky quickly becoming dark and ominous. Thick gray clouds begin to roll in from the horizon. You feel the surrounding wind begin to pick up and whip around you, blowing and whining fiercely. You have thick streaks of purple begin flashing in the sky above.
Seems like the
They,
weather's turned against us.
Mm.
Yep. And then a light rain begins to kind of set in. As you all
Wait,
watch.
do we have a cart?
Yes.
As soon as the rain hits my head, I'm gonna be like, ah! And then just jump in the cart.
Oh yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
And
she
I like to
doesn't
imagine
rain.
that classic like jumping cat move where like all the legs are straight.
Yeah, you go
Back
like
is
straight
arched.
up into the air, like you somehow move midair, like sideways.
Can I follow her in there with Haku and like convince Haku to like spray her with water?
So fucking
Man,
rude,
Haku,
dog.
you're gonna have trouble like Haku, like getting him out of the rain. He's loving it.
Fair enough.
He's gonna be like, Mom.
Yeah, he's vibing.
Oh.
But mom,
All right, but you all watch as the purple lightning begins to flash, and the atmosphere immediately shifts as the crack of thunder shakes the ground beneath your feet. You all begin to smell kind of the burning ozone as the rain kind of picks up, turning into kind of a heavy downpour.
Ezra
gonna
is
say
just kind
something?
of embracing this because like all the elemental energy out there is just like
Mhm.
kind of inhaling it. Just
Yeah. The rain kind of sizzles as it hits your scales. You're kind of embracing all of the elements around you. You definitely pick up the dense magical energy in the within this storm and within this rain. You look up and the lightning above you is thick with power.
looking up at that, well, I turn around to everyone in the cart. It's just, I'll be right back. She gets a running start, just jumps, and I'm gonna use my my dragon flight.
Oh, all right.
And
Ooh.
that'll last for about a minute.
All right.
And I'm just gonna like fly up as high as I can into the clouds. Well,
Mhm.
or as close to the storm as I can, and just kind of vibing with the magical
Yeah.
elemental energies of it, just kind of like almost kind of like trying to synchronize with it a little bit.
Yeah. All
Don't fly
right.
too close to
Go
the
ahead
sun.
and make an Arcana check. Or actually, you are okay. So you're flying up into an electrical storm. Give me.
Yes.
What would this even be? Give me survival check.
Yes, one of my lesser skills.
No.
15.
Yeah. Let's see if you can use your natural knowledge of lightning. See if you can kind of not get struck with a 15. Let me go ahead and roll here.
Thunderstruck.
I would love to
Oh.
watch Ezra get struck and then just fly
Alright.
in the sky.
So as you kind of rise up, the storm kind of coalesces around you. And there are a few strikes that come very close, kind of glancing off your scales, not causing any damage, but you kind of feel it kind of course through you. Which is really funny because you rolled a 15, and I got a 14, a 13, and a 5. So I picture, the lightning kind of cracks around you, and it kind of arcs, and it, kind of moves through your body, and another crack kind of picks it up as it moves away.
Mm,
I like it. I like it.
fucking badass. I love it.
Oh yeah. You all watch as Ezra just vibes up in the clouds. Alright. As you all carry on down the road,
Yeah,
down
Yes.
the road again.
yeah, she'll come down before the flight ends, but
And while you're up there, it is very beautiful. But you do feel kind of the radiating magic. What was I gonna say?
Damn, that fast.
So, yeah, literally, right? Oh, never mind. You're good. Good. Oh, I was gonna say you don't see anything odd. You don't see any creatures or anything up there. So I will say, as you're up that high into the sky and you look on the crack, that formed, it does seem to kind of be getting struck by several bolts of lightning. It seems to be kind of pulsing with every bolt.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting. So that's the crack from the big surge of energy from the other day.
Right. It kind of created this glass-like crack in the sky.
Oh, that's still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
I'd imagine that's probably like miles away from me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's odd. Like the perspective, like never changes. You know what I mean? No matter how high you go, it's still too far to touch.
Interesting.
It's definitely something you would have noticed as you fly up there.
Hmm.
Yeah. But all right, as you all carry on through the stormy and rainy day, your visibility is, lessened, but the road seems fairly clear. And before long, the side of Benion comes into view. You see kind of the high walls. See what looks to be four armored clad figures standing outside what looks to be a main entrance to the village. Looking up, you can see there seems to be like a veil of mist and broken sunlight kind of streaming down onto this village. As you approach, as you kind of approach, you get within about like 50 or so feet. The guards kind of look over to you. You notice some of them kind of stand to attention. One of them begins to approach the cart. He looks to be a rather large humanoid man, or human man, maybe in his late 30s or so. Seems to be wielding, looks to be a large silver spear. Ah, reason for approach?
On our way to seek audience with the king at his request.
You were requested by the king.
Yes.
He kind of looks over to the other guards, kind of waves one of them over. Go ahead and ask about people passing through. Word for the king. He kind of nods, kind of walks back to the other guards. This main figure kind of walks up. How many people are inside?
Ezra kind of like turns to the cart. That's just the four in there.
He kind of walks up, pats Burrito on the head, looks over to Shadow, kind of gives him a nod. You get the feeling he kind of assumes you're a guard or something.
Oh, okay.
He kind of looks to you, Ezra. And you are, as well as you, man. What is your name?
Oh,
My name is Shadow.
He kind of looks to you, Ezra. And your
Yes.
name?
Ezra Navim.
Kind of nods. Go ahead and tell the people inside to step out, please.
Ezrahad, Neferet.
Yeah.
Is it still raining?
Yes.
You need to come out.
But I don't
It
like
seems-
the rain.
It seems to
You
be
gotta come out.
it seems to be slightly lesser while in the vicinity of the village, but it's still slightly raining.
I'm gonna grab like a piece of cloth and just kind of like hold it over my head.
yeah, just like full shawl it.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine you guys have like cloaks and stuff.
I gotta.
All right, then I'll just
Yeah.
pull my hood up.
Yeah. So you all step out. He kind of walks up and looks at you all up and down. Can I get your two's names, please?
I am Neferet.
Kind of nods. And you?
Ezrod, and this is Haku.
Ah, a rather cute thing. Where did you find something like this?
He kind of found me in the river.
It's always nice to see adventurers and their companions. He kind of looks over to the other guards. You watch as the one that walked in before kind of returns, kind of gives him a nod, and passes you all through. Seems that you are fine. Go ahead and head through to the market if you will. If you choose to stay, there are several inns.
Thank you.
Thank
Kind
you.
of gives you a nod.
All right, now that we're here, why don't we see, like, while we're out doing our business and errands, if we can get someone to, like, repair this cart?
Yeah, I mean the day is definitely yours. You can explore the village, shop, do whatever you want.
Go
Yeah.
look at the shops.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can definitely find someone to repair the cart, I would say.
Do you think we're gonna be staying here for the night?
Go ahead and move this map. over.
It might be a good idea just to give them a little bit more time to work on the cart.
I agree.
Agreed.
It was a bit of a bumpy ride. Like, you couldn't have been that comfortable in there. Maybe we could even get like a little, like some soft things. You seem to like to rest in the cart.
Cart is nice. Well, not right now, but like, you know.
Yeah.
Small.
You liking soft things.
Make them soft.
Nice.
There's no in between. Anyway. Yeah, as you arrive into this village, it seems to be rather humble. Seems to be mostly shopping, buildings, armories, markets, all kinds of things like that. You see a few, looks to be an inn kind of on the far side of the village. Yeah, if you guys want to head to the shopping, there are kind of two main places that kind of stand out to you. They are labeled Marilee's Palace of Mysticism and Bart's Battle Armory.
Ooh. Where are we at
So,
for money with the party?
Yeah.
I have
Like
74
64
gold and 90 silver.
I'm at 96 gold, 32 silver, and 10 copper pieces.
I'm at 64 gold and 5 silver.
I have 665 gold.
You can cover the cart.
Yeah, I would say you could probably get the cart fixed for about maybe 5 gold. That's probably about 2 gold.
I
We
Feel
should
like
pro- we
that's
could- yeah.
acceptable.
We can.
For
Yeah.
a couple gold, we should be able to furnish it so it's all comfy inside.
Yeah, wouldn't be that much. You guys are rather rich.
So 5 gold?
Yeah, probably for everything if you want to get it like fitted to be comfortable.
Should we get a draft horse to pull this thing?
Ooh,
You don't like burrito?
Well,
a horse.
it's a
What
lot
would-
for Burrito. He's just a little guy.
What would burrito do? He would feel useless.
Maybe if we get a pony that's close to Burrito's size.
Give
Maybe.
him a girlfriend.
We could get a second goat. But what would we name her?
Quesadilla.
To the market for a goat.
I would say you can try and find a goat for us. It's probably about
Even better.
maybe about 2 gold.
Yeah, I'll spend the 2 gold.
What are the shop's names again?
There are Bart's Battle Armory and Marilee's Palace of Mysticism.
Mysticism.
You like these names? I came up with them myself.
Nice.
Literally.
Are there any food carts along the way?
Yeah.
I guess
they have
we'll look at
cheese?
the
Do they have
mysticism.
cheese?
Yeah, I would say there's cheese.
I'm gonna take a large thing of cheese, like the largest cheese roll they got.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that. They probably just give
How
you
much
all
is it?
like probably like
I'm
two
just gonna give
silver.
them a gold.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
I really
Probably-
appreciate this.
They probably give you like 2 or 3. Oh yeah, you got some cheese.
I want to see what the mysticism.
All right.
I imagine we'll go to both.
Yeah, right.
Well, obviously.
So sassy.
Yeah.
All right, so you head to that
Yeah,
place
I could've-
first.
Though I could
You kind of
afford my
step in.
belt, I can look.
It's kind of like a very vibrant in like outside. Kind of has like the lanterns hanging. Has kind of like a magical neon side. When you kind of step inside, it looks to be kind of a young elven woman, but you can't really tell with elves. Kind of looks at you all. Ah, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. You kind of step inside. It is very dimly lit. It looks to be kind of a geode-like interior design. You see crystals kind of laid against the walls that all kind of radiate vibrant colors. You see kind of shelves of potions and scrolls.
Scrolls.
You do see many, many potions and scrolls.
I'm gonna
seems-
browse this
yeah.
scroll collection.
Yeah, on a glance, that seems to be kind of her main deal. She kind of goes, yeah, feel free to look around and let me know if you have any questions about anything we have.
Scrolls does not help me.
Mhm. Yeah,
Do
as
you
you
have
go-
anything that would boost nature magic?
Nature magic, huh? Let's see. So as you go check out she suggests that you go check out the scrolls. So I would say there's a scroll of druid craft, scroll of fairy fire, poison spray, produce flame, pyrotechnics, earth tremor, dissonant whispers, beast spawns, scroll of alarm, scroll of arms of Hadar.
Hold up, back up.
How do I learn these spells? Do I learn these spells?
Some you can, but wizards are
Mhm.
the ones that can learn from spell
Yeah.
scrolls.
Gotcha. Okay.
Although if you take a level in wizard, I'll gladly teach you all my first level spells.
Maybe.
Yeah. So those are pretty much all of the spell scrolls that you're able to kind of see, just kind of on a glance.
What-
Ooh, alarm would be useful.
I have so many tabs. I still have poison spray on this list twice. Okay. Yeah, you also have beast spawn. She does have various potions, and one thing she kind of points out to you. One item I got in that was kind of to my liking, but not really in my repertoire of usual sales, was this odd little deck. She kind of holds it out to you. Yeah, on a glance, you're like, you hear deck and you're like, huh? And let me get a description of this.
Tarot cards?
I don't actually know what this looks like, so let me see. They look to be a deck of parchment cards. She kind of holds one out and looks to be an ace of hearts with a image of a red dragon on it. Yes, this is a wondrous item, the Deck of Illusions.
Ooh.
Yes, this item is very, very interesting. I wasn't quite sure what to do with it, so I figured somebody may be interested. And you people seem quite interested in items such as this.
I think I've heard of these. Esther just kind of like looks at them a little bit.
Yeah, you want to go to make an Arcana check? See if you can. She'll tell you a little bit about it as well.
That's a 9.
All right. Yeah, so you definitely heard about the Deck of Illusions, but as she kind of fills in your knowledge, she tells you that an illusion of one or more creatures forms over the thrown card and remains until dispelled. An illusionary creature appears real, of the appropriate size, and behaves as if it was a real creature, except that it can do no harm. While you are within 120 feet of the illusory creature and can see it, you can use an action to move it magically anywhere within 30 feet of its card. And any physical interaction with the illusory creature reveals it to be an illusion. Objects cannot pass through it. Someone who uses an action to visually inspect the creature identifies it as an illusion with a successful DC 15 intelligence check. The creature then appears translucent. The illusion lasts until the card is moved or is dispelled. When the illusion ends, the image on the card disappears and that card cannot be used again.
That sounds like a lot of fun for 52 pickup.
Yep, it's a deck of 34 cards.
32 pickup, here we go.
Yep. And as you kind of inspect it, it does seem to be the full deck.
Nefret,
if you were interested,
you would love this.
She kind of looks Nefer up and down. You seem to be a druid of some kind. This item is kind of your flavor.
How much for it?
For a avid spellcaster of your stature, I'm sure you could part with a measly 1,000 gold.
1,000? I'm just gonna. I just have it in my hand. I just gingerly set it down.
You have 1,000 gold?
I only have 74.
Oh, you set down your 74 gold. You kind of looks at it, looks up at you, looks at the rest of you. Surely the rest of you, if you are interested, I'd be meaning to make a deal or a discount, of course.
I think I'm just gonna look at what you got for scrolls.
Very well. Kind of sets it back on the rack. You watch as a magical enclosure forms around it.
Do you have any healing potions?
Yes, we do. We just got a pretty fire stock of healing potions in. We got some potions of supreme healing, potions of superior healing, potions of greater healing, and normal potions of healing.
How much?
Well, for the potions of supreme, they run about 300 gold each, maybe about 250 for avid adventurers like yourselves. The superior healing runs about 90. The potion of healing and the greater healing run about 15 to 30. But I'm sure if you wish to buy in bulk, we can make a deal.
How about 4 regular potions for 50?
How about for yourselves, we say 40, and you give me a debt. You owe me one.
Ezra
You
here
have something
said,
in mind?
I'll even throw in a supreme for you.
I don't like debts.
But I'm sure I can make it worth your while. What if you did something fun for me?
The fuck?
Like what?
See, I've heard of interesting things happening in the world. A recently found tomb could have such interesting items. And you'll need a place to take them.
Lady, I don't need them that bad.
Oh,
Hmm.
people are no fun.
I'm just going through some of the shit I got here.
Yeah,
And,
you can go ahead and pick up the potions for 50 gold.
No,
and then Esra, going through some of her stuff, remembers she's got a spare spell book, and then takes
Mhm.
that out.
You start copying stuff.
Well, no. It's got. I have a spare spell book, so it's just like I'm just like, okay, scribbling like an extra spell and just like, because it's all like first level stuff.
Pretty much.
What if I sold you my spell book here?
You would sell your spell book. Kind of looks at it. How many spells are in this book?
Hold on, I have to. There should be at least about 8.
Of first level spells?
Yes.
Hmm. I would say roll a d100. Actually, I'll go ahead and roll a d100. And you can add your charisma modifier.
There is no modifier.
Okay, fair enough. 80. Okay. I would say 8 spells. She will offer you 400 gold. Spell books are a lot more valuable than scroll.
What does she have for wizard spell scrolls?
Wizard specifically, I'm not sure. There's the Dissonant Whispers, Earth Tremor, Fairy Fire, Poison Spray, Produce Flame, Pyrotechnics,
Let's see.
Beast
Alright.
Bond.
How many of those are like for non-cantrip?
Hold on, let me check.
Because I know some of those are cantrip scrolls.
So Arms of Hadar is a first level. I think Dissonant Whispers is a first level.
Let's see. Okay, so I don't have Dissonant Whispers. I can learn that.
Yeah, that's a first level spell, I believe. Yeah, first level. What's Beast Bond? That's a first level spell.
I'm gonna look to see if that's on. I don't think it is.
Alarm is a first level ritual.
I'll definitely take Alarm.
Yeah, like her spell scrolls are definitely like reasonable, like you would expect things like this. Though it is fairly disappointing. Though, hold
I'll
on,
grab
let me
Beast Bond
see.
for Nefret because I know
Yeah.
she'll want something.
Yeah, I will actually say, as you're inspecting the scrolls, she's kind of hoping to make a big sale with you guys. Give me. Let's see here. Ooh. Actually could have some really cool stuff. Um, Hmm.
Oh, Distant Whispers is a bard spell.
She'll kind of like disappear for a minute. Now she comes back. She kind of seems to be holding a large rod in her hands. As I believe you are looking for a magical item, and I don't have much more than scrolls to offer, I did believe that I had this strange wand that I found a while ago. She kind of holds it out to you. I'm not quite sure of the value, but maybe it'll be useful to you.
Ezra's gonna cast Detect Magic.
Oh yes, it is magical.
That'll help me figure out what school of magic.
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, you kind of, to your magical senses, this seems like a rare item.
Hmm. Ezra reaches into her pouch and pulls out enough gold for the alarm spell scroll as well. How much is she selling that for?
The alarm was 100 gold.
Oh. She pulls out 20 gold and she's like, throw in a alarm spell scroll and you got yourself a deal.
Kind of nods for a minute. All right, I've been trying to get rid of those for a while now.
Excellent. Oh, before I forget, she reaches down, grabs the book, and just kind of like writes down a little key for all of her shorthand. There.
Mhm.
So the next person can decipher the notes easily.
Thank you. Appreciate that. As you kind of hold this wand in your hand, did you buy the wand?
Yes.
Okay. As you hold this wand in your hand, you do feel it begin to kind of reach out and attune to you. Do you allow it?
Yes.
What if you said no?
Yeah, right. You could, because that would just be like
No.
you like taking it out of your hands.
No.
Yeah. So you can begin attuning to this. You can add a wand of the War Mage to your inventory.
That sounds cool.
It is pretty cool. While holding this wand, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls determined by the wand's rarity. In addition, you endure half cover when making a spell attack.
Ooh.
And it is a rare, so you gain +2 to your attacks, to your spell attack rolls.
Ooh.
Nice.
Not bad.
Hey, I have a consumption spell scroll. Can I sell it?
Yeah.
How much?
Let me see. Roll a persuasion check for me
Why do I need persuasion?
for selling items.
Yeah, but like, it's in my hand. What more? What does she need persuading that it's real?
You may not want it.
It's a nat 20, bitch.
All right, well, she'll buy it, I guess. Like, what level spell is consumption?
Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, I guess I would know that. Here, let me look it up. Well, I guess you don't have it on your sheet, right?
No.
Let's see. Let me look up consumption. 'Cause that's a
No,
Grim
'cause
Hollow.
I got it, and then everyone was like, "You can't learn it because you're a druid," and I was like,
Oh yeah, right. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Consumption. Oh, what the heck? These aren't even like. I'm in the wrong book. That's why.
Oh, that
So many
explains it.
damn books, man.
So many books.
I think I.
"Google it, dog."
It wouldn't be on Google. It's in these books specifically.
How do you know?
Because I know.
How do you know?
I've tried. I have to like flip through these pages.
Physically?
Well, I mean, PDFs.
Google says 4.
For what? For consumption?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that is like a regular book spell. I thought it was a Sangomancy spell.
Mm. Continue
Alright.
looking if you want.
Then 4. No, it's fine. I'll go with that. It's the 4th level spell. That's cool. That would mean, I'm gonna pull out a calculator real quick. So I roll a d100 and I multiply it by the level of the spell. She will offer you 300 gold for
Hell yeah, let's go.
it.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Hey,
Alright.
yo, did we ever figure out what that small rune notebook was about? Or was that just a notebook?
Small rune notebook.
Yeah, it's just a rune notebook. It was like early in the game.
I don't remember. Oh, I think you found it when you killed that guy.
You have to be more specific.
Well, yeah, you're right. You killed that cultist guy with the what was it called? The concubine.
Oh yeah, the concubine bit.
Was it empty?
I think it was just a book of like unintelligible like runes and sigils and stuff.
Yeah,
You're not sure like what it meant. Yeah, you're like not sure what it meant. So
Okay.
it's basically just a book written with some chicken scratch in it. All right. You guys head to the next place.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
You head to Bird's Battle Armory.
So I'm gonna have to...
You head in. It looks to be kind of a mustier place. You can kind of smell the forge. You're musty. This out the way. Alright. You kind of step inside, and you can see kind of the shelves with the racks for weapons hanging. You see various armor sets kind of hung up on the racks and the mannequins. You see a few what look to be construct creations sitting on shelves and desks. You see what looks to be a large ogress man, kind of seems to be working at one of the nearby forges. He kind of looks up at you, pulls off one of the glasses. He has like the soot and ash all over his face. He has like the thick leather apron on. He kind of stands up, dusts himself off, pulls off his thick gloves. Goes, welcome.
Welcome.
He kind of looks at you, Shadow. Goes, I see a man like you may be in need of a new weapon, or maybe perhaps armor.
What do you have? Magical belts.
Magical belts, you see.
Yes.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
I don't know why, but I pictured Shadow just like spilling the beans about his lost belt, and he's like so sad about it.
Probably an 18.
18?
One for
He
persuasion.
seems to kind of think for a minute. I'm sorry, I don't think we have any belts. We have various pieces of scale mail, plates, hide, ring mail, half plates.
You have
We even got
anything that can increase like strength and strength stuff.
You're just seeking out your listening strength. I don't know. Let me see here for a minute.
What?
I have bishops.
You never know.
Hold on. Well, I don't think we have anything that increases your strength per se, but I did get this new greatsword in. It is quite vicious, as I believe a target is known to take some extra damage when hit.
I already got a
serrated.
wonderful sword.
It is serrated, yeah.
Okay.
He also kind of Thanks for a minute. Well, we have various flails, hammers, sledge. We have a dancing scimitar. We even got some adamantine scale armor, longbow of warning, mariner's ring mail.
Ooh, that scale armor's good.
I see that adamantium armor.
He even kind of points out this large ornate great axe.
That
He kind of
The
walks
armor.
towards the back. You see, he kind of walks towards the mannequin. He kind of takes off a cloak that's on it. You see this kind of white robe. This is something we got in quite recently. I'm not quite sure if it's the specifics, but some robe of an archmage.
Wait, white doesn't go well with.
What?
What is it?
Like,
He
doesn't go
said it looks to be some kind of robe of an archmage.
What does that mean?
High tier mage.
Is mage just like a general term? Like, could be a wizard, could be a
Yeah.
druid. Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Mage.
Any like spellcaster.
Interesting.
He
Tell me
also
more
kind
about
of.
this.
Oh yeah. Let me pull it up real quick.
Ooh, that saves me so much trouble. The compendium has the item that I just got.
Oh yeah, nice.
I like being able to just drag and drop stuff onto my character sheet.
Agreed.
Hey,
Yeah. So you approach this this robe, and it looks to be pretty much
Are
full
you saying
white.
robe or
Yeah, it's
robe?
a robe. Robe.
Clothing.
Like full like almost like a clerical robe.
Okay.
Except it's like full white, has like the gold trim.
Kind of like Orion's picture down there. Like a
Kind
whole
of.
robe thing.
Yeah.
Sam,
Okay, I can
is
go
it
and pull it.
a
Yeah.
Wander the Warp Mage 2?
Yes.
Or is it just like +2?
Yeah. Wand of the War Mage 2. It's the same. Yeah, it looks like this, by the way, never.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So it has like the red accents. Yeah, so he kind of pushes it a little bit closer to you, kind of gestures to it. Let me see what this does. Okay, so the Robe of the Archmage is a wondrous item. Legendary, required attunement by a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard. This element garment is made from exquisite cloth of white, gray, or black, and adorned with silvery runes. Basically, your armor. If you aren't wearing armor, your base armor class is 15 plus your dex. You have advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. Your spell save DC and spell attack bonus each increase by 2. Really good.
So only like wizards, warlocks, and what?
Sorcerers.
Isn't Ezerod a sorcerer?
Warlock.
Oh.
They're arcane casters, though.
Yeah. Any of these things interest you?
Was there anything else besides, weapons?
Weapons and armors, mainly.
What kind of armor?
He has various hides and scales, plate. He has adamantine scale armor, ring mail, half plate.
Anything better than a armor class of 18?
18's pretty good. 18 without wearing like heavy armor is really good.
Oh, okay.
we'll look at the
Especially
adamantium.
for a spellcaster.
Yeah.
So you look at the adamantine scale.
Yes. Not better than the Drake.
Let's see. So adamantine scale is one of the hardest substances in existence. While you are wearing it, any critical hit against you becomes a normal hit. Oh, that's it. That's all it does.
That's it.
Yeah.
And the other armors.
I also think you. I thought adamantine had like magic resistance, but I may be thinking of something else.
That Drake did.
The Drake does. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe
Yeah,
you're
so
thinking
you
of
basically can't be crit. Oh yeah, maybe you're right. He does also have mithril armor too. I don't know if I said that.
I don't think you did.
So, yeah, he has a set of mithril armor. He has a mithril scale and a what is it? Mithril plate.
There's a difference between scale and.
Scale is medium, plate is heavy.
So look at the plate.
Yeah, you get a disadvantage to stealth, but your AC becomes 18. I think.
It's too higher.
Well, the cool thing about mithril is it's lighter than steel, so
Yeah.
you're off to a great start with a full plate of mithril.
Yeah,
How
you don't
much
benefit from
that-
your unarmored defense. But...
How much would that be? The plate.
Let me roll for it.
I feel like I'm like part Batman. Does it come in black?
It'd be about like 300 gold for mithril plate. Yeah.
I could offer something. So much it would sell for.
Oh, that's cool. So mithril armor doesn't impose a
Mhm.
disadvantage on dex or stealth checks,
Yeah, that's
and
pretty good.
and it doesn't have a strength requirement. It's light and flexible.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can wear it under your clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, not you.
No.
No, because you're wearing a plate, so you can't.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where he doesn't have to worry about stealth. He can
Yeah.
roll normal in stealth now if he does that.
Pretty good.
Hmm. If I were
A young boy?
If I were
no,
a young boy, I went into the city.
if I was to sell, we'll see how much it sells for.
See a Martian
Thank-
band.
The
Sorry,
lightning javelin would be if I sold.
You're gonna sell your lightning javelin?
I don't know how much it would
Whoa.
be. No.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. Just asking.
How much would it be?
How much would it be? So if I remember
Mm.
correctly, the lightning javelin is a rare magic item, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, it would be like probably like 400 gold easy. Or maybe not that much, maybe like 300 gold easy.
That is the mithril plate would be better than.
Yeah. Well, I mean, armor is always valued higher than weapon, right?
How much
Especially
would the
like
great
plate armor. You know what I mean?
scale be.
It'd probably be closer to like, since it's handmade, closer to like maybe 150 too.
So it doesn't help me. I can't afford.
Ezra's gonna walk in. So how's the shopping going?
You walk in, you see the wider range of different weapons and armors on the walls. Ah, welcome, welcome. Are you with this group as well?
Yes.
Ah, great.
Do you also buy weapons, perchance?
Ah, here and there.
I got some extra daggers, and it's just a girl can only carry so many at once.
Hey, you never have too many.
And certainly not, but they're the few that I do have are pretty good.
Yeah.
And she pulls out the her spare 3 daggers because like she's already got a
Mhm.
punch dagger and the and that
Yeah.
shadow steel. So
Yeah, I'd say if they're regular daggers, probably get about 5 gold for them. Probably closer to like 10, actually.
Okay, if I sold the Drake scale and the chopped, shaped
And the what?
the chapped leather,
Uh
the one
huh.
I got from, how much would that be?
Right.
Oh.
Capital leather is worth a lot. You would probably get, remember correctly, you probably get about 400 or so.
They said the Drake's like 150 something,
Yeah, and the chap leather will give you like
400.
250.
250.
Yeah, which would make 4.
How much was that robe again?
The robe is hold on, I have it on my list. The robe is, sorry, you got the right price. 1,000.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna sell the chapped leather.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the Drake. If Mithril's gonna be a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need any help with
And
buying that?
I'm gonna sell some things. The thing costs 300.
Yeah, I'd say you can definitely go ahead and make that trade.
And the javelin. I have an extra javelin for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember getting, which I don't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
need.
you do.
Okay, and I will
If he
buy the
needs it, I'll
Mithril
offer him an
plate.
extra 30 gold.
No, I think he'll make it with that.
It should be if I sell those 2 armors.
You
Then
can
that's
definitely do all that to get the mithril plate.
Yeah.
You go ahead and make the changes to your AC and your inventory. As you're kind of looking around at stuff, the guy will approach you. You don't see much for the heavy armor, though we do have a few interesting items you may be interested in.
Tell me more.
Yes, if you look over here, we have, it looks to be a construct owl. Here we have the serpentine owl. And over here we also have the, where'd it go? This is called a scarab of protection.
Ooh, what does this
It
do?
looks to be, yeah, so the scarab protection is like this, maybe like fist size, like scarab. You kind of hold it in your hand and it opens up, kind of like, be about the size to be able to like press into your chest if you wanted to. About the size of a large medallion. So this scarab of protection, if you hold it in your hand, the inscription will appear on the surface. You have advantage on saving throws against spells. This item has 12 charges. If you fail a saving throw against a necromancy spell or harmful effect originating from an undead creature, you can use your reaction to expend 1 charge and turn the fail into a success. The scarab crumbles into powder and is destroyed when the last charge is expended. After he tells you all this, I regret to inform you, but this scarab only has 8 charges remaining.
How much did you have in mind?
For this, I would imagine roughly maybe missing charges and all, 400 gold.
I'm afraid I'll have to pass on that.
I do understand. Could I interest you in the, what was the other one? The serpentine owl. Let me look this one up.
How much does Mithril usually go?
But there was like it was like 300 or 400, I think, depending on
That also
what
be
it
out of
is.
my price range.
For like Mithros stuff. So a serpentine owl. Yeah, fingering a wondrous power. It is a statuette of a beast small enough to fit in a pocket. Use an action to speak the command word and throw the figurine to a point on the ground within 60 feet. The figurine becomes a living creature. If the space where the creature would appear is occupied by other creatures or objects, or there isn't enough space, it doesn't do it. The creature is friendly to you and your companions. It spans your language and obeys your spoken commands. If you issue no commands, it will defend itself. The creature exists for a duration specific to each figurine. At the end of the duration, it reverts to its form. If it reverts to 0 or use an action to speak the command word again while touching it, it reverts to the figurine form. It can't be used again until a certain amount of time has passed. The serpentine owl. The serpentine statuette of an owl can become a giant owl for up to 8 hours. Once it has been used, it can't be used again until 2 days have passed. The owl can telepathically communicate with you at any range if you and it are on the same plane of existence.
So it's basically like another familiar.
Yeah. You get a familiar for 8 hours. You get a large owl. You get a giant owl, specifically.
Okay. That would actually be ridiculously good for mounted combat.
Could be. Owls are pretty sick.
How much for that?
This one would roughly be maybe about 200 gold.
Esther just kind of like rifles through her bag for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you guys are interested in?
No.
I'm gonna try to offer some kind of a trade here.
All right. What would you like to try and trade?
Let's see. I'm gonna go and try to trade.
It's 11:30 already.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to trade a smoke
Why?
gem and the flammable goo.
Okay,
Right,
okay.
Jack. You gonna drink?
All right.
And
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me.
and 2 doses of the healing ointment. Okay, that's good.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice.
Yeah, my persuasion's raw,
Yeah.
so here we go. Ooh, that's an 8.
You kind of hold out all these items of the desk. Seem kind of think for a minute. Kind of looks at all of these things.
I also got
Kind of
Sure.
holds the.
she sees these a little hesitant, and about 20 gold. Slide some gold onto the table.
Kind of picks up the smoky gem in his hand. I'm not quite sure what this is. Where'd you find this?
Yeah. We fought a bunch of these strange elemental creatures not too long ago. Picked up some gems like that. They've been useful before. If you throw it, when it hits the ground, it'll create a big plume of smoke. Very good for making quick escapes.
Interesting, interesting. Well, for all of this, I definitely say I would about cover it.
Thank you. And then
Oh, yes, of course.
there. I've worked my way down to 14 gold.
Oh, yeah. All right. If that's all you guys would like to shop for today, we can move
Wait.
forward. Yeah.
Are there other shops?
I mean, what other things would you want to look for specifically?
I don't know. Would I be able to buy like some kind of like armor for Fox or something?
You could definitely try and get something made, yeah?
Yeah, that'd be some custom work.
Yeah, that would be some custom work.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that.
All right. So, yeah, so you approach this guy and you what do you say to him?
Say, hey, I got. What is it called? What is it? What is it? What is the official name of this?
He's a
bird?
Bennu.
Bennu. Okay.
Mm.
I said, hey, I got this Bennu friend. Are you able to custom make some armor for him? Or
Armor
if you have
for-
any in stock?
Give me a persuasion check. I'll go ahead and look something up.
I'm thinking this little owl thing I just picked up would be perfect for Shadow.
That could be really cool.
Just 6.
6.
Yeah.
He kind of thinks for a minute. A Bennu, you say? I believe that is an elemental bird, yes?
Yes.
Armor for a bird. I'm not sure that's in my wheelhouse. I'm sorry.
Do you know anywhere that it would be?
I'm not quite sure. Armor for a bird that could change its form could be very cohesive. Unless you use a magical of some nature.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what you would even put on him. I would say for things like Bennu and stuff like that, they would only really be able to wear like necklaces and like bands, maybe like crowns, that kind of stuff, like small magical items.
And then, is there a shop around that sells small magical items?
I mean, these do. It just depends on what you're looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Sam.
Well, I don't know how to make it for you then.
You're the one who knows what's in these shops.
I am these shops.
Exactly. Well, whatever. I'm gonna find a shop that sells charcoal so I can stock up on treats.
You can definitely get charcoal here. Here's a forge.
Charcoal would be like, here's a couple copper, get a whole bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's 2 copper. Give me as much charcoal as 2 copper will buy.
You like 50 charcoal. Because it's charcoal. Yeah.
Is there like a fabric worker, like a fiber craft?
Like a leather worker?
No,
Like
like wool or something.
Yeah, that would be within like the leather worker warehouse.
All right, I'm gonna go there.
All right. Yeah.
Go up to him and be like, "Hey, can I get a little sweater for this guy?"
That's so cute.
And then for Haku.
There you go. I'll say like you step out of the armory shop. You kind of walk down the street a little bit. You find this small kind of quaint building. Kind of step in. Looks to have an elderly human woman kind of sitting at one of the far decks at the back. And it goes, yes, hello. What can I do for you?
I want to get a little sweater for my little guy here. Maybe we could get matching sweater.
He kind of squints and looks. Is that a dragon?
Yeah, it really only needs a tube, you know.
A tube
Wow, I've never made a sweater for a dragon. I would be honored to try. Are you looking for anything specific?
Nah, just fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Fashion.
All right. I say she takes about an hour or so. She creates some nicely made sweaters for you and Haku. She kind of rings them up for maybe it wouldn't be that hard to make. Maybe like 2 gold.
Nice. I'll give her 5 gold.
Oh yeah. Oh, this happy old lady. Goes, oh, bless you. May the archangels watch over you.
Thank you, thank you.
as she says it, she kind of looks at you again for a minute. She kind of squints. You see her kind of contemplate. She should have said that. All right. Anything else?
I look up there and be like, "Hey, do you make anything fireproof?"
Yeah, they definitely could. You want like a fireproof sweater?
Yeah.
I would
Flame
say
retardant.
definitely. They definitely could. Yeah, I don't see why not.
We're all
It'd
getting
be like-
matching uniforms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd be like fire retardant sweater or fabrics.
Yeah. Can you make me 2 sweaters, fireproof, please, for my bird and myself, preferably blue.
Kind of nods for a second. If you don't mind, can I take your measurements? You're quite different in shape than your friend here.
Of course.
Yeah, you're very long, you feline, lithe
Yeah.
form. Then you got this fucking bird. Fox kind of walks in. She goes, "Oh my." She goes, "Wow, all right." Kind of struts in. His flames are crackling.
I like to
Got his
picture,
chest
like,
puffed out.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's strutting. Like hell yeah, I'm fabulous. So like, she kind of takes a while to think about it. Takes about an hour or so. She does. Let me roll for this. Alright, so it's a 13. I'll give me one more for both of you. And a 19. All right. So she takes some time, takes some measurements. She kind of wraps the tapes around your body. She gets kind of a little nervous to measure Fox as he pronounces his wings and his chest out. She takes her measurements. She takes some time. She comes back with these beautiful sweaters. You could tell they're kind of made of like a different kind of fabric you haven't felt before. You're not quite sure of the origin. Because, well, I found some silk from some odd spider-like creatures that an adventurers found a while ago, and I believe that they were quite fire retardant.
Nice.
She kind of hands them to you. These were quite expensive, I'm sorry, so I'll have to offer you 10 gold.
All right, deal.
Kind of nods.
I
May
give
the
her.
archangels bless you as well.
I give her 12.
Such kind people.
She's rich.
Yeah. It's like, I should have offered more. Fuck. Love adventurers. So, as you all carry on with the rest of your day, you have a full day of shopping. Is there anything you would like to do specifically? We can head on to the mid-evening. Maybe you head to the tavern.
Trying to see if there's anything on the list.
Actually, we can probably end here, honestly.
We could get a 10-foot pole for 5 copper.
Why do you need
What?
10 foot
For
pole?
what?
You trying to be a stripper?
Wait, did we even figure out who was gonna fix the cart?
Yeah, you
That's
would have
an
gotten that figured out.
investment.
Oh,
That's whatever. Yeah,
The gift that keeps
yeah,
on
you would have
coming
like
back.
taken it to somebody. They would take it from you. I imagine like you asked the guards and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, we'll take it. We'll come back to you for it."
Y'all never seen a 10-foot pole in D&D?
Why do we need a 10-foot pole?
Why? It's how you
The
poke around for
uses are
traps.
yeah, the uses are infinite. You can do anything with a 10-foot pole.
Ezra walks into the inn. What you know about this?
King starts stripping. You like mold earth to like hold it in place.
It would work.
The king's like, what's going on here?
We get kicked out of the town.
I'll pick up a couple bags of caltrops.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah, this would be a good time. Like, I think we may have the books, but there are official books that have like miscellaneous like shop items that you could look into getting.
Yeah, I
You
can
want-
actually post that to chat for you guys. I was looking at it.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, because like I'll talk about like the special items, but there are like regular shit. You know,
Yeah.
You're regular shit.
I mean, you're not wrong. I am a person.
Basic.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff on the list, and it's just like, you'd be surprised how useful something like soap could be.
Yeah.
A shit
Ooh,
of
how
soap.
was the new Mountain Dew?
Probably
Right.
delicious.
Yeah, it
There's
looks really
honestly
good.
nothing
good.
super special.
Don't listen to her.
I've never even seen that one before.
I've got a lot of dues.
Is it the purple one?
Yeah, well,
The
dudes.
new purple one, not the old purple
Yeah,
one?
the passion fruit punch.
Yeah, I saw that.
I haven't
but
tried that
It's
one.
not in zero in my area, so I can't have it.
Yeah.
I tried
was
Caribbean
disappointed.
Splash.
Ooh. Sam, I also want to get some 2 sets of manacles.
All right. Yeah, Nefer has a pair of manacles.
That's what I'm
Oh, in
saying.
that case, I'll just get 1 set then.
All right.
What are manacles?
Handcuffs.
Why?
They're like old school handcuffs. They're like medieval handcuffs.
Why?
Why what?
Why do we need them?
I don't know. Why we could use them for anything.
Why does she need them?
Oh, I don't know.
Why do you
Well,
Ask
we
her.
do have that Knoll in a box.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
but
just
it's tied
use
up.
the
in a
one
box.
I have instead of buying
Didn't know
money.
in the box.
Buying money? Wasting your money.
Well, what if we need manacles for the hands and the feet?
All right, whatever.
It's in
If
a
you want to get
box.
spicy, you know?
Why
Whoa.
you want to get with the no in the box?
How do you
Is my dick in a box?
No.
get him out of the box to handcuff him and then shove him back
Well,
Hey,
if someone would
listen.
just
in? Is
have
the
a
box like
sleep
a chest?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we don't, do we?
There it is.
Oh wait, you know what? Oh no.
It's like one of those big like trunks.
I was
Uh,
about to be
yeah.
like, I have an illusion spell, but I took Guardian of Nature instead. So
when we do finally go to settle down and like have dinner, Esra will she's gonna go up to Shadow. The guy in the shop earlier was selling this, and she hands him the little owl figure.
Ah,
It summons an owl big enough to ride, and as things stand, I can fly, and I think Nefer can turn into things that could probably fly. So
I can.
you know, I do have the option to fly.
you do.
And Ezra?
I
fly?
do.
You never mentioned this before.
I don't actually know if Ezra can fly.
I just got. Do you remember
Me?
when we fought
Yeah.
that
No, I cannot.
Oh.
that night in the when we were at the College of Recruits?
Yeah, you
Prove
kind of
our
like
worth.
had like this whole like spectral wing thing, but I've never actually seen you fly with those. I thought it was like maybe in a term of art.
Well, yes, there is that, but I managed in it. I cut off its head and I cut off its wings. Gave the head to Nefrit,
Yeah.
a collector of sorts,
You know,
and
those heads are really starting to stink. I think she should take up taxidermy. Do you
I
think
was
you
trying
could
to
get
say.
I
like a
don't think she
taxidermy
knows
book in
what
this
she's
town?
doing. But
I wonder what that
anyways,
would be.
I have the wings, the celestial, which I get if I roll. I have a good enough.
You think you can? You think you can merge?
If I'm
with them?
able to attach them fast enough.
If I can attach them fast enough, then I can fly. You know.
What
For an hour, I think, or a minute or something.
do you think you'd be able to mount those to your armor? I mean, you just got that new mithril plate.
They attach to your flesh.
Oh, that
Yeah,
could be a
they're
problem.
kind of self-attached.
Yeah, you just kind of like put them to your skin, and they attach themselves.
So he's just
Crazy.
like puts
Yeah,
them
they're
on
like-
his calves, and he's just got wings on his legs.
That makes me,
I
like,
imagine like you
Hermes.
hold them up to the spot on your back, and like your armor like deforms around them.
Yeah,
I mean, they are like metallic wings. Maybe they attach to your armor.
I mean, they probably could. I think there'd be a way to have like
Yeah.
access.
You
I
know
mean,
what?
they're
We
metallic,
should
so I mean, I could see it
we
like
should
that.
test that in the morning.
How much would that be
How much would what be?
for him to attach the wing to?
It's a function of the wings that you have to attach them.
Magics.
Yeah, it's like part of the activation.
Are you giving me this owl?
I mean, it seems like it could be a good idea because think about it. Owls are very, very fast, very swift. If you ride this owl, like it's kind you'd be like one of those knights, except instead of a horse, you're flying by with your big sword, cleaving people in half at the speed of owl.
Speed of owl. I love
And
it.
how does this owl actually work?
Well, he told me that you take it, right? And you make sure there's a
Yeah.
space for it, because it'll be big, the size of a horse. And
Right.
when you throw it, it'll poof. As long as there's
It'll
nothing
poof.
around and there's enough space for it,
Mhm.
the big owl will appear. And then you should be able to hop on it, and it'll do whatever you tell it to. So
I
you
see.
can move. Basically, you don't have to worry about running at one enemy or the other. You just take out your sword, and it flies right up, and swish swash, and heads fall off.
Swish, swish,
How long
swash,
does
and
it
smoking that
last?
grass.
I think it
Yeah.
lasts for about 8 hours. The guy said.
Mm-hmm.
8 hours. That's quite a
Yep.
long time.
8 hours.
Yeah. And
Well,
you've done such a good
yeah.
job kind of
Oh.
taking care of all of us. Like, but it's about time that we take care of you. And she hands it to him.
Aw.
Aw.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm gonna.
Oh god, I just saw a picture of an owl with like hands, and I hate it.
Owl hands?
It's horrendous.
What?
It has like hands at the tip of his wings. It's,
Put on the Grim Hollow
Oh.
chat. Let's do the
it's
hand.
so ugly.
So, I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the javelin and like other armors.
Uh-huh.
Took them off and just left spaces.
You click the little lock button, and then you delete them that way.
Yeah, because when you click the little lock, everything will have like these little red squares to the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I like that the knoll in the box is on your inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like you're carrying.
I was
around
like, I'll just put
fucking
on my.
Nezuko.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically, right? You're carrying around Nezuko.
Little demon knoll in a box.
Is my dick in a box?
it's in the box.
Such a catchy song.
It's so good.
Ooh, he's got a whetstone. That's like giving the claymore a massage.
Ooh,
Yes.
you put it like that. And then Claymore has a spirit inside. He might be giving it a hand job.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about hand jobs, but it is a spirit.
Well, you know they're quite handy.
Yes, broke my pommel.
That'll do.
All right.
Uh,
Shadow, tell me which one you like more. Hold on. This one.
Damn, he's gonna be ridiculously lethal now.
Or this one.
I just wish I still had money.
Which one do you like more?
Let me see.
I guess it can really look like whatever you want. So I mean, within reason. But
I'm gonna put the
I think these ones are
stat
cool.
block for the owl in chat.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Dude, it's got dark vision up to 120 feet. It understands a bunch of languages, but most importantly, it's got flyby, so it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity when it flies out of reach of an enemy.
Yeah, and the serpentine figurine, it has like special bonuses too.
Nice.
I figured it might only have 19 hit points or so, but the concept that he can just like boom in and out.
Yeah.
Any
Go ahead and
flying
add this
enemies
to
better
the
look out.
Do you want to grab a picture of an owl that you like? Of a giant owl specifically?
Are they giant owls? I assume they're giant owls.
Yeah, just grab a picture of a giant owl.
It's even got its own attack, so that's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, the serpentine owl. Oh yeah. Oh, here, I'll add all of this to your sheets.
Yes, I was looking at giant owl. Okay, about dire owl.
Giant
I don't even-
owl. Wait, what the fuck's a dire owl? That sounds cool.
I don't know. I looked it up. Large beast. It says dire owl.
Oh.
And it's pretty big. Huge. That glowing eyes. Looks like it's blue, white. Yeah. Superb owl. The midnight owl.
Yeah, whatever one you want.
There's quite a bit of owls.
It has now been added to your sheet. I'll pop this in chat for
An
anyone else to look
owl.
at it. This shit is long. You know what? And it makes sense that you would have this because it would kind of play into your whole primal spirit thing.
Yeah, so I got again 2 primal spirits, an armadillo.
Yeah, that's really cool. Summoning as like a spectral owl is really cool. Yeah, give me a cool image and I'll make it transparent.
I'm working on it.
I'm just saying,
An
whatever
owl
you do.
bear?
No, not an owl bear. Owl bears don't fly.
If you put like wings on them.
Owl bear with wings? That'd be scary as hell.
They kind of do. Ish.
I mean, they don't fly or anything.
Maybe they're like chickens.
Have you guys seen the picture of the Dracula?
What?
Dracula parrot.
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah,
What's up,
yeah, they're my
Dracula?
favorite ones.
How did you not remember?
I don't know. I didn't hear what he said.
Well, if we're done
Very
with the session,
selective
I'll
and weird.
end the recording there.
Mm-hmm.